Hey, it's Rachel Cooke, your modern mentor. I'm the founder of Lead Above Noise, a firm specializing in retaining, engaging, and developing talent. And today, we are going to talk about how productive you are and whether that continues to be the right question to ask or the right metric to chase. Years ago, Saturday Night Live aired a spoof commercial of a new razor called the Gillette Mach 3. And then, a few years later, they did another spoof for the Schick Quattro, which, as you may have surmised, had 4 blades, beating its predecessor, the Mach 3. The commercials were funny because in real life, the razor companies really kept adding more blades to their products because more was always better than less. The commercials, yes, they are goofy, but they served their purpose. They called out this mentality, this drive for more that nobody seemed to be questioning. And I think about those ads sometimes today as I'm watching the people around me, friends, colleagues, clients in all industries, just continue to strive to get more things done. Everyone around me is so bleeping busy all the time, racing between meetings, shooting off just one more presentation or spreadsheet, all while browsing the productivity section in the App Store. And as I watch this play out, my heart hurts a little bit because burnout and quiet quitting and great resignations and reconsiderations, they continue to dominate the workplace headlines. And friends, something has got to give. Continuing to chase more, better, faster is kind of breaking us. But I don't think the counterpoint to this has to be less, fewer, slower. I think it's not about speed or quantity. I think it's about quality and impact. Neil Pasricha is an author who created the 4S framework for meaningful work. And I kind of think this is what holds the key. It shifts our thinking from how much work to how much good work we're doing. And that's the measure I think we all need to be chasing right now. The first S is story, as in, what's the story or the why behind the work you're doing? Like, who's counting on you to deliver something, and how do you most enjoy making that happen? Having clarity here really helps us be more productive in impact over output, because getting one super important thing done matters so much more than doing a dozen busy things. In the earliest years of running my business, I was often guilty of working all hours to churn out decks and meeting designs and to do research and read business books and be active on social and write newsletters and stay in touch with my entire network. I felt exhaustion in my bones. But in more recent years, I've really stayed close to my story or my impact. I'm here to help companies craft amazing employee experiences that empower and excite and unleash the full potential of their teams. My work helps teams thrive and businesses achieve results. And keeping this top of mind helps me to make better choices about what I create, what I learn, and who I give my time to. So now it's your turn. What's your why? Who's counting on you to deliver what impact? And how can this clarity infuse a little more intention into what you do and maybe into what you don't? Next, we've got structure. There's this quote I love that goes something like this: "Show me your calendar and I'll tell you what your priorities are." In other words, you may know what impact you strive to deliver, but does the structure of your day reflect that? Friends, this is about making and holding time for the things that really move you forward. So be honest, how many times have you canceled a coffee date or skipped a workshop because another meeting hit your calendar? Listen, no judgment. I have been guilty of it. But with very rare exceptions, because in real life, there are always exceptions, I treat my networking, my learning, my personal development time, as well as the start and end times of my day, as actual commitments that are as worthy as meetings. I appreciate that not everyone is fully empowered over their day. Your boss may simply tell you there's a meeting at 3 and you are expected to clear your calendar and attend. But I also believe you have a responsibility to be proactive, to let your boss know what impact you're striving to deliver, what skills you're hoping to learn, and how those skills will add value to the team. Then ask for permission to hold windows and set boundaries. Assure your boss that your colleague will be in that meeting and can deliver an update on your behalf while you attend this workshop on how to maximize client revenue, which, of course, will serve the team's goals. S number 3 is stimulation. We all have to do things that we find neither fun nor sexy, but dialing up the stuff we love, or at least finding slightly more engaging ways to do the stuff we don't love, helps us maximize the quality of our output. As a business owner, I get tons of emails from companies trying to sell me something. Almost always, these emails are cut and paste jobs, and it shows. I can picture the sender kind of falling asleep, mid-blast. Likely, these people are technically productive, like they're churning out hundreds of emails a day. But doing what bores them to tears probably fails to yield results. Every now and then, though, I'll get something cool, like a custom video that someone made me introducing their service. And these always stop me in my tracks. It takes longer to record a personalized video than it does to copy and paste an email, but the speaker is always engaged. They seem excited and charged, and their energy is contagious, but like in a good way. How stimulating is your work these days? How differently do you show up when you're engaged versus not? And how can you turn up the dial on your feeling of stimulation? Can you reimagine how you process or present data? Can you collaborate with a colleague who's always intrigued you? Can you redesign the meeting agenda so it's more brainstorming and less updating? Commit to staying stimulated and the quality of your output will shine. And finally, we are social. Connection to others matters, full stop. But how we choose to connect will differ person to person. You just need to find your way. I often bring partners into client engagements with me, not because I can't do the work alone, but because I know I'll enjoy it more and I'll learn more along the way, and my end product to the client will be enriched by my collaboration with another thinker. When we blend right moments and right people for connection, our experience and our output are better every time. So now take a step back. The next time you feel inclined to hustle, grind, and just get one more rep out, take a look at your 4 S's. Are they all dialed up to where they should be? How can you amplify the quality of your results and your experience rather than just churning out a little bit more? Join me next week for another great episode. Until then, visit my website at leadabovenoise.com if your organization is looking to dial up its employee experience or deliver some leadership development that activates change. You can follow Modern Mentor on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Find and follow me on LinkedIn. Thanks so much for listening and have a successful week. Modern Mentor is a quick and dirty tips podcast. It's audio engineered by Dan Farabend with script editing by Adam Cecil. Our podcast and advertising operations specialist is Morgan Christensen. Our digital operations specialist is Holly Hutchings. Our marketing and publicity assistant is Davina Tomlin. And our intern is Cameron Lacey.